As the sun rises over East London, a group of boogie boarders slowly make their way to the beach. There are close to 100 of them, all women, suited up and ready for a morning session.
You know, we don't feel like we're over 50. You feel like you're 20.
Ek het nie geweet mens kan so baie goed kry op 'n boogieboard.
These are the grannies taking to the waves at Nahoon Beach, all of them over 50.
The beach was our playground as kids. We didn't learn to swim in swimming pools in those days. Because you were at the beach, I mean, that's where you learned to swim. Water is healing. It controls your breathing. It slows the pace down.
Julie Schroeder spends her days teaching children a love of water, but says she lost her own connection with the ocean somewhere along the way.
Your life did get busy. When your kids are little, you get caught up in that a lot. And then boogie boarding did take a little bit of a backseat in my life.
But last year, Julie was determined to get back into the ocean.
Well done.
Not wanting to do it on her own, she recruited a friend who, in turn, invited others to join.
I said, should we start a group? And she gave me the thumbs up. So the group just grew and grew and grew.
One became 4, and eventually 4 turned into nearly 90 women over 50, getting together every Friday to boogie board.
Oh, what's that?
Sometimes we think, well, the only things we can do when you get older is maybe the normal stuff. You go to sewing and crocheting and maybe just go and have tea with your friends. But people want to do adventurous things. And that's not an age thing. You know, it doesn't stop. So we've created the space, whether they're 50 or 80.
They called themselves the Granny Grommets and never looked back.
Where does the name Granny Grommets come from?
Grommets traditionally is a beginner surfer or a young surfer. So we're the opposite end of the scale. We're the old boogie boarders.
The rules of engagement are simple. No under 50s, no men and no children.
Our youngest lady, I think, is 51 or 52, and our oldest lady is 89.
Riana Swanepoel is 68 and worked as a teacher for 43 years. 3 years ago, she retired, but battled to embrace her new life.
My husband repeatedly told me, you're not retired yet, you have to slow down. I couldn't relax and I couldn't do nothing.
Last year, Riana's husband passed away, and as death often does, she realized how precious time is. So she finally took her husband's advice and started looking for ways to relax into retirement.
I scrolled through Facebook and I saw this article about the Granny Grommets, and immediately I called my friend Susan and I said, we're going. I had to rebuild another life and I didn't know how it's going to be. This is a godsend. From the first day, I just knew I belonged.
Riana recruited her best friend, Susan Matthee, who committed to a new adventure despite being blind.
Ek het nou maar net vir die ander vrouens gesê, ek kan nie sien nie, so hulle moet nou maar uitkyk, want ek gaan nie vir hulle uitkyk nie. Ek was 9 toe ek wettig blind geklassifiseer. Ek kon altyd kleur gesien het, maar dit is besig om te gaan. Ek werk maar op kontraste, lig en bewegings.
Was jy dan nog glad nie bang geweest om vir die eerste keer met 'n boogieboard in die see in te gaan nie?
Nee, ek hou van fisiese uitdagings.
Hello.
Hoe gaan dit?
Good. Are you ready?
Like always.
Let's go.
Ek is omring deur bly mense, gelukkige mense. En as jy jou omring met gelukkige mense, dan is jy ook gelukkig.
Gaan die boekie vandag?
Ja, nee, gaan vandag. Vandag is die dag.
I needed to experience being part of the Granny Grommets firsthand, so I switched out my Josie gear for a wetsuit and borrowed a boogie board. But before I could catch a wave, despite not meeting the age requirement, I was initiated into the sisterhood.
It's just a space where you can just let yourself go. You don't have to worry. You're living in that moment. And when you're in the water, your headspace can't be anywhere else.
The joy is palpable. Every wave is ridden with laughter and squeals of happiness.
Ek het nooit geweet mense kan so vinnig beweeg met daai boot. Dit was so lekker. Partymal maak ons mos so pa, so asof jy oor potholes gaan en ons is hier in die Oos-Kaap.
Susan, het jy die see op 'n ander wyse moes leer ken, juis omdat jy nie kan sien nie?
Ja, nee, definitief. Mens kan die brander hoor as hy breek, maar mens moet eintlik die brander vat voordat hy breek. Ek was altyd 'n bietjie laat toe ek na agter gekom het. As die water jou trek, dan bou die brander eintlik op, dan kan jy opvat.
So jy het amper die taal van die see leer verstaan.
Ons begin mekaar verstaan.
If that wave takes you out onto the beach, where you're flat on your tummy on the beach, there's no water underneath you, that's the best feeling ever, I promise you.
So the ladies said it was fun, but I never imagined it would be this much fun. And what makes it so much better is we're all doing it together.
But this is more than just a wave riding party. These women have become a community, and the beach their favorite playground.
Sal hom doen. Dan bly aan die linkerkant van die groep.
Dis reg, ek weet was links, maar ek weet nie was links van die groepie, want ek kan nie die groep sien nie.
Can you imagine a week without Granny Grommets?
No. Sometimes when the weather's not that good, I don't go, and then I'm miserable afterwards. I missed out. They call it FOMO, fear of missing out. FOMO. You've got FOMO.
The Nahoon Granny Grommets have started a movement. There are now Granny Grommets in 𝗀𝗶𝗴𝗶 and ladies travelling from Makhanda to Port Alfred to catch a wave.
I think a good lesson that has come out of the Granny Grommets is that you can always have fun. You must never pack that away. Don't be scared.